children with him and they will take him along, and Hugo asks if it is the person who lent Jian his cell phone. In response, Jian agrees, stating that his name is Sung Jae, which leaves Hugo shocked. Unable to believe it, Hugo asks about the name again, and Jian reveals it to be Cheon Sung Jae. Jian states that he is associated with Gemini and is strong enough to be on the level of a divine cader captain, and despite being young, he is very bright. In response, Hugo holds his head in anxiety, wondering if Sung Jae really got caught up in a walking disaster like Jian. Looking at his expressions, Jian wonders what has happened, while Hugo thinks that he was being careful that his children, being Jian fanatics, never come to know about Jian being alive. However, considering the possibility of them knowing it, Hugo realizes that his family will soon be in shambles. While he is thinking about that, Jian states that the divine cader captain of Gemini can use teleportation and suggests calling him, but Hugo stops him, stating that they should leave. Confused, Jian asks for the reason, and Hugo states that he should already be sick of them and should not bother getting involved with them. Hearing that, Jian remembers his experience with them and states that they have indeed been pissing him off. Hearing that, Hugo quickly turns around, stating that they do not like him. They then begin to walk away while Jian shares that he decided to keep an eye on them but has changed his mind, and Hugo agrees, stating that those children are not worth giving attention to. Just then, Sung Jae calls out to him from behind, addressing him as father, leaving him to feel nervous. As he turns around, he finds Sung Jae standing behind him, who asks if by Jian he meant Lee Jian, leading him to feel pressured. Overwhelmed with anxiety, Hugo turns to Sung Jae, asking why he is there, while Sung Jae demands to know the truth, asking if the kids he was talking about were referring to him. Suddenly, the blood of the dead monster spilled in the surroundings begins to transform into tentacles once again, calling out to Jian. Hearing that, Jian turns around when the blood tentacles come towards him with great speed. However, just as they are about to touch him, Lime appears in front of him and begins taking all of them. As a result,